He was a big video gamer, and he was apparently quite addicted to pornography.
I forgive him because it was what Christ did.
Federal agents moved quietly through the Utah neighborhood of St. George, stepping into Tyler Robinson's family home. From the outside, it looked ordinary. Inside, it became the center of the investigation into Charlie Kirk's killing. The first finds were expected: a rifle, casings, and clothing tied to the shooting. But then came more chilling discoveries. Hidden under a keyboard was a handwritten note where Robinson admitted he had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk. That one page confirmed this wasn't random. It was premeditated. Agents seized Robinson's electronics, pulling data from his chats, gaming platforms, and Discord servers.
There's a report from the New York Post that says that the alleged shooter was a big fan of playing a video game. He was a big video gamer, and he was apparently quite addicted to pornography, and so much so that he actually played video games that are pornographic.
The trail showed a young man drifting into dark online spaces, some joking, some obsessed with weapons and radical politics. Conversations with his roommate exposed confessions and pleas to delete incriminating texts.
Who's driver? You the driver?
Yeah.
Can you tell me just really quick what happened?
I was coming this way and he was just passing through and he rolled out from there.
He wasn't just playing around online, he was plotting. On the surface, Robinson looked like any other college-bound student. Family photos showed him smiling, and neighbors remembered him with scholarships and ambition. But his digital footprint told a different story. Over time, his social media activity shifted into darker spaces. Violent memes, disturbing fantasies, fringe communities. The contrast is chilling. One version in daylight, another consumed by obsession at night. When agents raided further, they found not just weapons, but explicit video games, furry artwork, and disturbing online links.
Charlie Kirk assassin Tyler Robinson lived with his transgender partner, according to sources.
But you were sure that they were a couple, but you have only seen them together once?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Random guys don't hold hands and definitely don't kiss.
This wasn't a neat political radicalization. It was a messy overlap of addictions, identity struggles, and warped online culture. Text to his roommate sealed it. When asked, "You weren't the one who did it, right?" Robinson simply replied, "I am." I'm sorry, a digital confession he couldn't erase. But Robinson also begged his roommate to delete the messages. He reached out to his partner, a trans woman he had been dating, who became a key witness. In one text, she wrote, "I had enough of his hatred." That single line became critical for prosecutors.
On September 10th, 2025, the roommate received a text message from Robinson which said, "Drop what you're doing. Look under my keyboard." The roommate looked under the keyboard and found a note that stated, quote, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it."
Framing Robinson's mindset and the breakdown of his relationship. Still, questions linger. Was she pressured by the FBI? Or was she genuinely distancing herself from Robinson's toxicity? Investigators then uncovered references to the group Armed Queers on Discord. Some servers weren't just for chatting. They allegedly discussed weapons training and tactics. While LGBTQ self-defense groups exist for protection, this went further, raising alarms about radicalization.
Tyler Robinson, the 22-year-old suspect charged in Charlie Kirk's murder, confessed, and I want to read this according to the Washington Post, writing on Discord, that social media chat group that the FBI says he used, quote, "Hey guys, I have bad news for you all. It was me at UVU yesterday. I'm sorry for all of this."
This shifted the investigation. Was Robinson a lone actor or part of something bigger? And then there were the shell casings, each engraved with memes, references, even Bella Ciao, a song tied to resistance movements.
Congratulations, you have been selected to receive the Resident Presidential Scholarship from Utah State University. The value of this scholarship is approximately $32,000. This scholarship is available for 4 years or 8 semesters.
Experts say this shows how online irony and memes can bleed into real-world violence. Was it ideology, trolling, or chaos for attention? The turning point came when Robinson's mother recognized him from FBI photos. Parents made heartbreaking calls urging him to surrender. A retired deputy sheriff helped negotiate his quiet arrest, without standoff or bloodshed. Meanwhile, Charlie Kirk's memorial drew nearly 80,000 people. But the most powerful moment came from his wife, Erica Kirk.
I forgive him because it was what Christ did and is what Charlie would do. The answer to hate is not hate. The answer we know from the gospel is love, and always love.
Instead of calling for vengeance, she forgave the man who killed her husband. Tucker Carlson called it the most unbelievable thing he'd ever witnessed. Forgiveness transformed the memorial into a message of unity and faith rather than hate.
There appear to have been multiple warning signs. You just laid out some of them. There were people in his network, friends and family, who had stated that he had become more political, that he had become, at some parts, I believe some of his coworkers had stated that he had kind of detached himself when the topic of politics came up and walked away from them. Family members said he'd become more political, leading us to believe that this ideology had infected him and had taken over. And he was just intent, it appears, from the data we've accumulated and the channel and that note, which we have some evidence may have existed before based on the communications in that channel.
So where does this leave us? The FBI's findings show a young man unraveling, consumed by toxic online spaces, confessions, and notes of intent. But connections to online groups, partner testimony, and meme-laced bullets suggest this may not have been just one man's madness.
Investigators identified an individual as the roommate of Robinson. Investigators interviewed that roommate, who stated that his roommate, referring to Robinson, made a joke on Discord. Investigators asked if he would show them the messages on Discord. He opened it and showed several messages to investigators and allowed investigators to take photos of the screen as each message was shown by Robinson's roommate.
Was Robinson simply spiraling, or part of a broader network fueling violence in the shadows? The FBI says one thing, but unanswered questions suggest another.